Good afternoon, world. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very special SOMA Breath session. I am Claudia. And usually say that I am in South America, in Chile, but today I'm in Barcelona. I'm in Europe, having the most amazing time. I was in France as well in an amazing retreat with 12 incredible women, doing everything that I can to share and to shine with breath work and to help people to feel healthier and happier and just embracing the power. So welcome everyone. I can see that there's a lot of people coming from London, from Belgium, from the UK there, Canada, San Diego. I was living in San Diego for 1 year when I was younger. It wasn't the most beautiful time of my life. So we have people from Dublin as well. Illinois, hello, welcome everyone. Hello, hello. And people who are tuning in from London, hopefully you are coming to Niraj events tomorrow, right? In this beautiful space, this amazing spot where magic happens, where Niraj is going to be doing ecstatic dance and a rave with breath work. And I think already is sold out. So hope that you already have your ticket. So welcome again, Thrive. Today is a very special day, right? Because it's about being aware of mental health. And I need to know here in the chat who is really new, who's never done this kind of technique, this breath work, SOMA breath ever. Like ever, ever. Just want to know how many new people we have in the room because we have almost 150 people. It's a lot of people here. Everyone have done breathwork before? Okay, Sarah do have done Wim Hof. Okay, never, right? Mahesh, welcome. New. Okay, you're done SOMA Breath before. Amazing. So we have a bunch of new people in the room. Great. So mental health, such a big issue, right? And I will say that who have ever felt before that we need something to really calm down our mind? Like I think that no one can really say that would never been in that area that we're completely overwhelmed, right? Some people will maybe feel very extreme symptoms, people who maybe doesn't realize that they have issues with their mental health. But what do you think is the first tool we have in our hands to help our mind to feel relaxed and to try to help our mind to feel based and grounded? What do you think is the first thing we can do actually? That everyone here has that power. Yes, the breath, right? Hello from Argentina. Hola. Yes, the breath. So for me, when I realized this, when I was 48 years old, navigating menopause, it was a completely shock. Like I couldn't believe that doing breath work, it will help me to feel so good and to balance in my nervous system and to really be much aware about who I am, what I want to become, what the transformation I need to be and to need to do to be, a healthy woman. So for that reason, we have the founder of SOMA Breath today with us to really teach you, the foundations, the essence of the power of the breath to really feel that peace of mind. That so many people talk about that, but what is really a peace of mind? Have you ever feel that in some moment? Like what is really a peace of mind? What that means? How we feel when we are in a peace of mind, right? For me, at least, is when I have no much noises in my head, when I can really be and have no interruption, not noise in my mind. And the only thing that can really help me to feel that is my breath. So Niraj, hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, very well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Claudia. Great to be here on a very important week of the year, which is the week that honors mental health. But really, we should be aware of it all the time. Like it should be something we're aware of. And they say that this is a sickness of our modern times, right? And that this didn't exist, mental health problems, in the early kind of period of evolution of human beings and civilization. But I'm not sure about that. I think human beings have moods, we have emotions, and life was hard back then. Life was really hard back then. So I'm sure people struggled with existence. And I do look at depression somewhat like that, as a struggle of just existing in this crazy world that we live in. And you think about it now, in this day and age, we have so much abundance. We have, the fact that I can speak to you all right now through the internet, communicate, and we can do crazy breathwork rituals virtually like this. It's a testimony to how advanced human beings have gone at making life easier, right? And here's the thing, I think sometimes when life becomes too easy, too comfortable, where we don't have that same challenge to survive as we used to, humans can get a little bit lost, and I think an element of being spoiled bratness kicks in too. When you've got too much choice, too much abundance, you've had it all, because depression is very common amongst people who are actually very abundant and wealthy, right? And I noticed that what happens is the more wealthy and successful you get, your community, your friends start to change. Okay, you start to actually move into smaller and smaller circles, and I notice this amongst clients I've got who are like very wealthy, like multimillionaires and billionaires, and they're the ones who often suffer from depression. And that is that their social circle, the community, is one where they don't belong. They've lost that sense of belonging, connection. They don't feel they can trust anyone around them. And what I've realized is that this is one of the problems. This is why people are getting depressed. It's not the struggle of life, keeping up with finances, bills. That can get us frustrated. It can get us tired. It can make us very anxious. But depression is something different. And I realized that depression is very much a result of feeling disconnected from community. And that's why I really believe community is a cure. And, I came from a very privileged background, to be honest. Like, my parents worked very hard. They got me into a very good school, and I went to university, got a degree, became a pharmacist, and I was still completely miserable. Why? Because the people I hung out with, who I surrounded myself with, were just not on the same wavelength. And it wasn't my tribe. And I think this is one of the big reasons why people are getting depressed, is this lack of community and connection. If anyone resonates with what I'm saying, let me know. Have you ever felt alone, depressed, and alone? Anyone can relate to that? And one of the things that lifted me up was during my healing journey, and I'd healed myself, I got a new sense of hope. And hope is something we're going to talk about. Meaning, purpose, right? What I realized as well was that when I started to go out and start to seek people more like me, I came across this 17-year-old kid who had these amazing meditations on YouTube called Shaktipat Seer, James Porter Carrero. We're still very good friends. And he was just 17 years old, but he made these incredible music-based brainwave entrainment meditations. And he had a huge following. And he had a Skype group. And the moment I joined that group and I realized that there was all these other people just like me who I could talk to and communicate with and plug in with, my whole mood changed. Instead of coming home depressed from work, I was excited to actually connect with these people. And actually, to be honest, I was chatting to people on Skype. Back then we had Skype while I was working. And it helped actually make the work a bit more bearable, was knowing that I could connect with people and co-create with people who were just like me. And it just changed my whole vibe, right? I didn't feel alone anymore. So it wasn't an antidepressant from a doctor. I did get given those at one point. It wasn't some self-help book, right, I read. I mean, Tony Robbins is amazing. That was definitely a big part of my growth. It was actually just connecting to a tribe of other people who were just as crazy as I was that made me feel not alone anymore. And this is one of the big reasons behind SOMA Breath is the community and the communities that our instructors are creating. Like, it's incredible the amount of WhatsApp groups there are in SOMA Breath just in England, right? There's one group with 1,000 doctors in it. I'm like, what? It's crazy. So yeah, someone just wrote a very important message here. I was thrown out of my religion from birth. Jehovah's Witness, felt disconnected ever since. There we go. Like, it's one of the primal drives, right? So let's just talk about that. So when we don't have any of these needs met, or even one of them is broken, okay, these 4 fundamental human needs we're going to talk about, we lose our drive, we become apathetic, we stop taking action, okay? So these are 4 fundamental human needs. First one is survival, okay? So if you're very sick, right, and you can't pay your bills, don't have a roof over your head, this is the first stuff that we must solve, right? And that's often what leads to, serious problems in someone's life. Like, it can cause depression as well, right? So survival needs, one of the first ones. But we live in quite a comfortable world. For most people, right, we have our basic survival needs met. We have enough food on the table, we have a roof over our head, and so on and so forth. So you only need your basic needs met. There's a lot of people who are very happy, right, with very little. They just, as long as they got their little bit of food every day and water, they can live even on the street, right? In India, you'll see it. People living in these shanty homes, but they're super happy. They're fine. Not all, right? Because we're going to talk about that as well. So not everyone that comes from these poor, impoverished, so-called developing countries who live in shanty towns are happy. Trust me, there's serious problems there too. There's like girls who are getting raped at like 8, 9 years old and sold off as sex slaves, and it's not a great situation either. Actually, I help a charity, my Swami's charity, we support it, who actually take children off the streets and give them homes. That's another thing that really helps me, is that feeling of contribution. So survival. Then we have survival. Then we have the next need that's very, very important is a feeling of safety and security. Now, women need this more. So safety and security, this is belonging, right? Actually, women are more drawn than men to this one, because there's 2 here, splits off, safety and security and status. Men are more drawn to status and significance, right? So it drives them more, right? Now, if you don't feel safe, and this could be, you could have your roof over your head, food on the table, but let's say you're in an abusive relationship, right? Let's say you're an abusive partner. Let's say you're in a very volatile kind of work or business where you don't know when the paychecks are coming in. This can make us feel unsafe, and also feeling out of the tribe, not feeling like we belong. Okay, so this is actually part of the most fundamental things that humans need to stop us from becoming depressed. And in the olden days, we actually lived in community, we lived in tribes, very different to these nuclear families and homes that we've created, a society where we don't even know our neighbors, right? So the cool thing is, here where I'm staying at the moment, is because we've got Ministry of Santama, my mum's place, is that because she comes from this Indian, very strong community as part of the culture, like, she's managed to make all of the neighbors here into a family. Like, she's gone to India right now, but she gave the keys to the home so I could get in to one of our neighbors, right? And when she came back from Ibiza, when she was staying us, one of the neighbors came and picked her up from the airport and brought her back. It's an hour drive each way. So she's kind of made like a social community of her own out of all of these people who live in this apartment block. Yet like a lot of people I know don't even know their neighbors, right? And this is something that is a quality my mum has, my dad didn't have, that keeps her happy. She doesn't get depressed very often. She worries, she's very anxious, but she's just happy, like because this the connection, the community. I've told her like, why don't you come and live with me in Ibiza and stop working? And all. She won't because she has all of her friends here. She has a social circle. She has a belonging. She has community. Right. So I've been ingrained in this. I've been installed in this from a young age. So sense of belonging, safety, security. Right. Also feeling like you fit in. Now, let's say you get rejected from a group of friends. They all gang up on you. This can be extremely devastating, traumatic, especially if it happens at a young age. I had a client I was working with recently, and she told me that she was at a very young age, 11 years old, that all of the kids um, suddenly started to gang up on her, and she was excluded, and she was a loner in her class for a while, for a long time. And it was because one of the kids didn't like her, saw her as a threat, and she spent a long period of time on her own, isolated, with no friends at school. And guess what happened? A year later, she became very depressed. A year later, she got autoimmune disease that she's had for her whole life. And this installed in her this belief that nobody likes her, the world's hostile, the universe is hostile. And obviously, autoimmune is your own healthy cells attacking other healthy cells, getting confused. When your environment around you is hostile, or if you've decided it is, it can actually make your cells get confused. It can bring on diseases, autoimmune, cancer. Right? People with depression can often lead to these chronic diseases as well. Right? So that's one of the most important ones. Right? Now, men go more towards status, significance. Right? They want to climb up the corporate ladder and things like that. They want to feel important, significant. They'll do things, enter competitions to make them feel more significant, right? And if you're an alpha personality, but you feel like a beta, right? Have you been bullied down and suppressed and you feel like a beta, you're going to get depressed. So these are the fundamental needs. And a bit about survival I forgot to mention is there's another one, two most important, survival and reproduction, right? So this is what drives human beings. If you feel, right, that you're not attractive or desired, and this women definitely feel this, men get the same equal pressure. If they don't feel like they're desired anymore, this can happen to women as they get past a certain age, right? As well, when they go through the menopause, and this feeling of rejection kicks in unconsciously. Men have it too. The older they get, if they haven't found somebody yet, men can go and pay for it, right? Very easily if they wanted to. But that true love, that connection and desire, if they don't really feel it, it can lead to depression as well. So these are the fundamental human needs that drives human beings forward in life, okay? And if they're broken, if they're not met, depression can kick in, okay? And then chronic diseases. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what took me out of this situation. Because remember this, I had a job that I hated. I got an autoimmune disease. I kept failing in everything I was trying to do. Music career wasn't going anywhere. And I was now shitting blood 40 times a day. And if I went outside, I had to wear a nappy. So imagine trying to go on a date. So think about this. All of my fundamental human needs were really triggered. Survival, had an autoimmune disease that almost killed me. Wearing a nappy to go out, no significance. No money coming in, no job, right? So no procreation happening. About 2 years, since I got healed, actually, I kind of chose to just focus. But yeah, so all of my needs were actually not being met. So how the hell did I get out of it? So one of the first ones was my Swami giving me a sense of hope, right? A belief that I could actually turn this disease into a gift, right? So she was one of the first ones to give me this awakening experience. The next moment was reading this amazing book, Quantum Healing by Deepak Chopra. And in it talks about how humans are constantly creating new cells. And that, like, for example, you have a new gut every 2 to 3 days, right? And your cells have memory. So if you reprogram your cells, okay, the consciousness of your cells, you can regrow a gut that is not got disease. So I was like, wow, that's fascinating. So I'm living proof that that is true because I regrew my colon back without disease eventually. So that was another ray of hope that came to me. Then when I actually healed myself and I had that personal experience of actually healing, right? And I knew that I could pass this on and I started to see results in other people. This gave me mission and purpose. I was like, now I can actually share this with others and make a big impact, right? So you can see now my needs were being met, right? But each one had to be worked on at a time. First, I had to get better. So when your survival needs are not being met, you got to get better, right? So I got better. Then reproduction. I was now confident I could go out there and, go on dates again, right? But I chose to focus and to become more significant. As I told you, men go towards significance. I wanted to become a better person. I wanted to really crush it and meet somebody on my level, right? So I wanted to become successful first. So I started to make a mission to do that. That's why it took 2 years, and then I met this incredible lady. Back then, we're still very good friends, and there's no way I could have had a partner like that. She basically was a supermodel. I could never have had someone like that when I was a pharmacist, right? There's no way. And anyway, so that's another story. I digress. But then I started to get money coming in, abundance, and it was out of my passion, right? Doing something that I love. So quite often we get oppressed because if you're a creative person, and this is why knowing yourself, knowing who you truly are is so important. If your other needs, your aspirational needs are not being met, what do you really love? What's your passion? What's your mission? Are you an artist? Are you a creative? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you somebody who wants to help entrepreneurs? Who are you? What do you want to do in your life? What's your impact contribution? Once you get those basic needs met, you can start thinking about stuff like this easier, right? What's the impact you want to leave, the legacy? And for me, music's so important to me. So when I realized that music could be turned into a healing tool, a healing modality, everything shifted, right? Now I had ticked so many boxes that I was now on this like kind of a high that just kept me going through all the tough times that inevitably come to you as an entrepreneur. But it made me push through and do things I wouldn't normally have done, right? It gave me such a strong, clear mission and purpose. So what I'm telling you here is just a few insights from my story. And what I want you to do is to just look at your own human needs, right? And I can break them down for you like this as well. You can write these down, okay? So all humans need a bit of certainty. We need a bit of uncertainty. So certainty is survival, is having your survival needs met. Roof over your head, food on the table, money in the bank. Uncertainty is we need variety. We need a bit of challenge. We need difference. Some people get depressed because they're really, let's be honest, sometimes they are polyamorous at heart, but they're with one person and they're not getting their procreation needs met, and that can make them depressed. So you have to really know who you are and there's no right or wrong here. We're all unique and different individual. So certainty, uncertainty. Third one is feeling significance, right? Fourth one is growth. We need to feel like we're growing as humans. And then fifth is community is belonging, sense of community, belonging. And then seventh is contribution. So if you were to write those six, you write them down and you can give yourself a grade out of 10, what are you on each one? Honestly, answer those questions. And just do this exercise, and what it will help you do is give you clarity of what you need to do to create balance again in your life. And by doing this and asking yourself lots of questions, what you can work out, right, is what gives you peace of mind. As Claudia's been talking about peace of mind. So we're going to do a breathwork journey today. I'm going to actually show you a few different journeys. So we're going to go on for another hour or so. I want to give you a sample of different tools from the SOMA Breath app that we've got, because what I've done is I've put all these breathwork techniques on the app that helps you, right, to really understand yourself better. It gives you a sense of awareness. But, and this is the thing with SOMA Breath and breathwork in general, but specifically SOMA Breath, because it's comprised of a few different modalities: guided meditation, but neurosomatic programming, music, and rhythmic breathing. This structured breathwork protocol, it actually helps you with your inner physiology to achieve a state, right, physiologically, where you feel naturally high, a good kind of high, right? The kind of high that lasts, is sustainable, and helps you make better decisions. Because what I was thinking for myself, right, is what I say is that when we, like, if you think about life, if you go back to what are the moments in your life where you have created a result, something has manifested in your life, it all comes down to a decision that you've taken, right? So you had to decide to do something, to take action, right? And if you think about it, when are the times when you've made the worst decisions in your life? If you think of all the results in your life are a series of decisions, the good things that have happened in your life are a result of good decisions, and bad results in your life are probably the result of cumulative bad decisions. But if you think about it, when are the times when you've made the worst decisions? I know for me, the worst decision I've been made when I've been feeling low, depressed, not happy, or extremely hungover and drunk, which is usually the result of being not happy in the first place, right? So the thing with the breath is that what it can do is it can help you create this natural default state of feeling high, naturally elevated in your state of how you feel for more of the day, for longer periods of the day, which means you start to make better quality decisions. And then that has a better effect on the rest of your life. And if you start to make a series of good quality decisions, you will find it harder to become depressed. Okay? And you'll be able to deal with life, stress, and challenges much easier. Okay? So this is what I've realized for myself. Because when I was very depressed, a lot of the moments, if I look back, that got me even worse was I was just feeling low. I would try and, enhance my state by going out, getting wasted. And the next day I'd make stupid decisions. And it became this negative cycle of just misery and suffering. And it was when I realized that there's other ways to deal with stress and have fun, like ecstatic dance, breath work, yoga, eating healthily, going to the gym, going to saunas and things like that, that I realized that I could have fun and take care of myself and get very healthy with a natural high just through the breath and the kind of techniques that we got in SOMA Breath. And now I had a much different kind of experience of life. My journey became much better as a result. So that's what we're trying to do with SOMA Breath, is to help people to have a set of tools, like a pharmacy of tools, and routines that helps you feel really good, right? That helps you feel peaceful, but also with other tools that can give you clarity. So a lot of people these days take things like psychedelics to change their state so that they can have a new way of looking at things. So we also have sessions like that, and that's what Cambridge University studied, was our protocol that mimics psychedelics. And they showed that we could work just as well as psychedelics, helping people to see the past with a new lens. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through a series of techniques, okay? 3 sessions we're going to do back to back, okay? That will give you a taste of SOMA Breath and the different tools and how it helps enhance your state. So the first one, right, is going to just teach you the core method, right, of holding your breath after an exhale to a point where we create a dose of intermittent hypoxia. And intermittent hypoxia is this positive state we can create with breath retention that has this incredible enhancing effect over your physiology and gives you a natural high. And what happens is you release a dose. A dose stands for anandamide, which is actually the endocannabinoid that is a natural feeling of bliss, right? So yes, we have cannabis receptors inside us, they're cannabinoid receptors, but we have our own endogenous cannabinoids. And the one that's responsible for making you feel blissed out is called anandamide. But we release this with breathwork. Then dopamine, right? So dopamine gives us that feeling of confidence, self-esteem, but also makes us take action and do things. Oxytocin is the social bonding hormone. It's the love hormone. It makes us feel connection. Oxytocin. Serotonin, right? Which is the mood associated with moods, and endorphins, which give us that natural high feeling, the runner's high. It's also a natural painkiller. Now, when we're depleted, when we don't have enough of these neurotransmitters because we've been doing drugs, prescription medications, living an unhealthy life, getting stressed out, we lose this neurotransmitters. Right? And that's why drug companies try and give you artificial ways of getting these, but also we go out and do things like drugs to get these doses, right? That lifts us temporarily. But with breath work, we can create this state from within naturally, right? So that's what this technique we're going to do now. So let me teach you how to do it. We're going to just do 1 dose of it because we're going to do a longer session after that with the same technique. So to do this, you're going to sit comfortably with your back straight. Okay. I'm going to talk you through it quickly. So let's correct our posture first. So breathe in. Let me just change the view on this. Okay. So we breathe in through your nose. Take a deep inhale and let go. And then you should have a straight back posture by just taking a deep breath in and letting go the nice sigh of good feelings. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Okay. And you're going to do it to this rhythm. Breathing in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, out. Breathing in, out. Now try and breathe in from your pelvic floor, your sphincter muscle. So when you breathe in, you're breathing in, contracting up the sphincter, and then just letting go on the exhale. Okay, breathing in. In. And now take a deep breath in. And then breathe all the air out. Hold your breath after 4 exhalation. And you're going to hold your breath as you cannot hold your breath any longer. So just keep holding your breath right now. So you can't hold it any longer. If you feel like an urge to breathe, see if you can just hold it a little bit longer. Just hold it a little bit longer, right? Until you get a contraction of your diaphragm, like a twitch. So you just want to, you can hold your breath a lot longer than you think. And then take a deep breath in. Send the energy up. Hold your breath in and contract up the sphincter. Hold your breath in. Sit up tall. Hold it in for about 30 seconds. And then we hum. Okay, then come back to normal breathing. Right. So that was just a simple demo of the technique, but we're going to do this with music. So in SOMA Breath, we breathe in beats. The music times the rhythm of your breath, the counting in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. And that will happen for a few minutes. Then you will be instructed to breathe in, breathe out, and do the breath retention phase. So follow the instructions perfectly, okay? And we're going to do this together. So everybody ready? All the instructions will be inside the guided journey. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So, turn off all your distractions, get focused, get present, and let's do this together. You ready? The 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the SOMA Breath intermittent hypoxic training sequence, where you're going to be breathing in a 2 in, 4 out rhythm with a breath retention phase. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's right. So now sit comfortably with an upright posture, relaxed. When you hear me say in, breathe in. And when you hear me say out, breathe out. The smooth and consistent rhythm to the rhythm and groove of the music. That's right. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. Breathing in, breathing out. The smooth, consistent inhale and exhale. Breathing in through your diaphragm, then into your chest, and letting go on every exhale. This rhythm should be effortless, relaxed, with no force. Deepen your breath slightly, taking longer, deeper breaths, but staying in that rhythm. Deepen your breath even more. Begin to breathe deep, full breaths in that same consistent rhythm. Just 3 breaths left before the breath retention phase. 2 breaths left. 1 last breath. Now take a deep breath in and breathe all the air out, holding your breath after a full exhalation. Relaxing the shoulders, your chest. Let your chin drop towards your chest and relax every muscle in your body. That's right. You have 60 seconds remaining on this breath hold. If you need to take a breath at any time, take a little sip in through your nose and breathe out and hold your breath. And you can repeat this as many times as you need to until you get the command to inhale. That's right. Stay calm, stay relaxed. You are perfectly safe. Allow your muscles of your body to be relaxed and at ease. Let your shoulders drop, soften your jaw, your face, becoming very relaxed. You have 20 seconds remaining. You're doing great. See if you can hold your breath slightly beyond the comfort zone, going beyond what you thought was possible. Overriding the fear of holding your breath rubs off on other areas of your life where you may be having fear that holds you back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take a deep breath all the way in and hold your breath after full inhalation. Pulling up the muscles around your pelvic floor, your sphincter up, contracting up. You send this energy up like a spiral of light into your midbrain, illuminating you to the light of this blissful awakening. And focus now on maintaining the state of stillness by holding your breath for as long as you comfortably can. Now you have 15 seconds remaining of this breath retention phase. Relax muscles in your chest, your diaphragm, your face. Just stay calm and at ease and enjoy that stillness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let go with a hum. Now, coming back to normal breathing, observing how you feel, noticing any changes. Congratulations, you have now just learnt and experienced how to do SOMA Breath intermittent hypoxic training. So if this felt really good, then imagine doing a whole 20 to 60 minute full deep dive session. You can find a variety of these on the SOMA Breath app, inside our courses like the 21-day awakening journey, and in our instructors' classes. Okay, coming back. This is the present moment. Let's observe how you feel. And that was just 6 minutes or less. How was that? If you could think of how you felt before you did it and afterwards, how do you feel now? Just observe. Elevated? I feel better. Can we release with or does it have to be hum? For hum, the point is the sound. So you can do or hum, as long as you go hum. You have to vibrate here, the third eye. It's the paranasal sinuses, nitric oxide. So there you go. That was just one round, right? Very easy, very quick. We have this on the app. You can go to it. We have a whole section on the app of short sessions that you can do. Like some are like 10 minutes, some are like 5 minutes, in that range. So if you need a quick boost of your mood, you can, right, with the app. Now, here's the cool thing, right, because I really believe that the biggest problem in the world today and why depression is such a big thing is because, like, getting high is not a bad thing. It's okay to get high. We've just been doing the wrong highs all this time, right? Because people need a way to get higher, right? They need it. We all need it to change our state, to help us to feel like we can get on with our day and do things, right? So we do it in various ways. We drink coffee, we smoke cigarettes, we drink alcohol, we do drugs, we do exercise. There's many different ways to change our state. But I really believe when you find ways to change your state that's sustainable, and you can do this from the start of the day with a morning routine, right? We can solve this problem of low mood, consistent low mood. If you go to a doctor for 5 days in a row saying you've got low mood, if you say to them you've had it for more than 5 days in a row, they'll diagnose you as depressed and give you antidepressant, right? They'll say that you have mental health problems. So low mood, I believe, can be fixed. That's feeling of lowness from this technique, which will then help you to see the world with more positive lens, which will allow you then to start, solving these human needs that we need to get met with more like energy, power. And so that's why we've got this app. So I urge everybody to download the SOMA Breath app and use these techniques. With your breath, you can change your state so quickly. You just saw that in just a few minutes, and it lasts. And as long as you use that state positively to create magic in the world, good things in the world, or just to deal with some of the problems you might have in front of you, life will get better, right? And you'll find you won't get depressed as easily. Okay? So urge you to do that. So now let's do a longer version, right, of this. And we're going to do it with neurosomatic programming to help you to create a new story in your mind. So I really believe that the words that are going on in your head, that story we're telling ourselves, has a very big impact, right, on our success and whether we get depressed or if we are happy. It's the story that you're saying to yourself over and over again is the product, the result of many years of experience and programming, right? So with breath techniques, we can actually go in there and reprogram that story. That's how powerful breathwork is. So let's do that together right now, okay? And this is just 16 minutes. And again, you'll find this in the paid version of the app. Okay, so let's do that together now. This is one of the techniques that our instructors are very much trained to facilitate. And they do this one-on-one, customized for your purpose, but also in groups. They do these incredible group workshops. So if you can find an instructor near you or go to their classes, you can experience like deeper sessions of this in person. Okay. Oh, I love it. Brian's comment made my day. I admire the honesty and vulnerability being shared here. I felt low at the start, but now I feel a small connection and a common shared feeling. We're all in the same boat. Exactly. Welcome to the SOMA community, the tribe, known as SOMIs around the world. Okay, so same technique. Just follow along with guided instructions. Very easy to do. Okay. So let's go.
Begin by sitting comfortably in an upright position or lie down on your back in a place where you won't be disturbed. Now bring your awareness to the sound. Any sound that draws your awareness in this moment. That's right. And the sound of my voice Let it be your guide on this journey. A journey of letting go of what you don't want to call in more of what you really want. Changing the script of that voice in your mind. The verbal part of your mind that speaks to you, talks to you, and also the innate instincts at a core level that makes you react to situations intuitively. That intuition is your true superpower. As long as it's programmed to be your guardian, protector, captain and warrior, it will guide you safely on this journey through life with ease and grace. Now, bring your awareness to your breath. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your muscles tightly. And then relax with a long extended exhale. Letting go of any tension. That's right. Doing this one more time, breathing in. Squeezing and letting go. That's right. You might start to feel your eyelids getting more relaxed. So relaxed that they can't even open. That's right. Relax those tiny muscles in your eyelids even more. In fact, you can even test them to be sure. Then stop testing and let that new level of relaxation flow from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Yes, go deeper and deeper with each breath you take and each beat of your heart. That's right. Notice the waves of relaxation, the good sensation. Now bring your awareness to something you want to change in your life. Imagine a movie in your mind's eye, and on this movie you can project a scene or story of what it is that you exactly want us to change. Make it big, make it bright. Expand this scene. Turn up the dial on this movie. Now notice the sensations in your body as you tune into this desire to change. Point to where you feel this desire most intensely in your body. Now, there is a color that represents this feeling. What would that be? What color or colors come to mind? First impression. That's right. Now, on this imaginary movie screen in your mind's eye, imagine you can now see a dial. You can change this dial to tune in to a new reality channel, a new reality of your own creation. As you breathe in, squeeze and let go, you can ask yourself, what do I truly want instead? Allow your thoughts to scan through images to create a new movie, to imagine the best possible outcome. This is your moment to create an alternative reality in your mind where you have exactly what it is you desire. That's right. Make it bigger, brighter. Visualize it vividly, like you're in an IMAX cinema right now. That's right. Amplify the sounds, the smells, the tastes, and the feelings, sensations associated with this new reality. That's right. See that smile growing on your face as that change is happening right now. Now scan through the images of the movie of your mind repeatedly, each time making it even more vibrant and more real. Now watch this scene in your mind over and over again, each time making it more vibrant and real. Yes, that's right. And notice that there are now some sensations in your body. Shift your awareness to those sensations. Notice that there's a place in your body where those amazing feelings from your movie start to grow. Point to where you feel them. If there was a color or colors that represented those feelings, what would that be? First impression. That's it. And when you've got it, immerse yourself in this movie. Step into it, live it. As we now start to breathe in this color. In, 2, 3, breathing in this perfect rhythm. Imagine you are breathing in the color that represents what you truly want instead, and breathing out the color that represents what you want to change.
In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out.
Breathing in the new and breathing out the old. That's right.
3, 4.
Continue with this breathing pattern.
3, 4. In, 2, 3.
Imagine this energy becoming so strong that it radiates from you, forming a colored frame around your new reality, your movie. When you're ready to fully embrace this new reality, reach out with both your hands and grab that frame, tracing your fingers around it, creating a frame for your movie, and lift it up, expand it, and stretch it. That's right. Feel the transformation as you breathe and move.
2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3.
Imagine this energy becoming so strong that it radiates from you. Become a channel for this energy. And notice as you breathe in and out, you're breathing in this light of your higher self, the light of change and transformation, the new reality into the core of your being.
2, 3, 4.
And as you see this movie coming alive,
3,
you can, with your fingers, trace the edges of the movie screen,
in, 2,
and then grab it with both your hands and stretch it out, make it bigger, brighter.
2,
That's right.
3,
And start to breathe with the music,
3,
in the rhythm, and moving this frame up and down through your body, in and out, in that perfect rhythm with the music. The more you engage the body, the more the transformation happens.
2,
Feel the transformation, embody it, become one with it.
3, 4. Out, 2, 3.
And continue this process until every part of you vibrates with this new energy. That's right.
2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In,
breath in. Breathe that light all the way in. All the way in as you hold your breath after a full inhalation. Witness the light of change, coursing through your entire being, filling yourself up with this beautiful electric light from your higher self. Keep holding. Feel its power within you, activating you, transforming you at cellular level. And then you can't hold your breath any longer. Release with a hum. Hum. And then come back to normal breathing. And now notice the change. Bring your awareness to your body and the sensations as you may be feeling the warmth, tingly, waves of emotion, waves of change flowing through you, into you, around you. That's your body and mind resetting, upgrading, transforming. Try to bring back that old feeling and notice what happens. Test it and then stop testing and just embrace the change. As you leave this experience today, you shall do so with a new sense of positive energy, connected to a light of a higher power. Trust in its guidance. Much love and positive energy for your day ahead. Peace.
Slowly coming back round to the present moment. That's right. So this is what we call neurosomatic programming. It's the art of reprogramming the unconscious mind through the body, through the SOMA. Any feedback on that? Take your time. So again, another one of the tools on this pharmacy of breathing techniques we have on the app. Another tool you can use to help you to stay at your best, to let go of the old story and to keep installing the one that is the most aligned. So yes, you can hear this. If you didn't hear it from the start, you can hear this in the app. But now we're going to do something special that's not on the app, something before the app. For all of you who are on this call and made the effort to be here live, we're going to do something completely brand new that hasn't been done before. And it's got a little story to it. So just to give you hope as well that like dreams can manifest in very unexpected ways when you take enough action. And so one of the reasons I moved to Ibiza, right, was because I come from the raver scene. I come from the underground dance music scene, and it's a very crazy culture, very hedonistic lifestyle. But as we all get older, we still love the partying, but we don't like the substances people consume that goes with it, that gives people hangovers and come downs and all that stuff. But we still want to party. So when I discovered ecstatic dance, I was like, wow, this is a new way to have fun and have a good time, change my state, even a way to manifest that I didn't know existed before. And so when I came to Ibiza, I was like, what do I want to do? So I want to see if I can get SOMA Breath into a, like, firstly, I wanted to build my career and the music side, because I'm a music producer, as a DJ who brings a new way to dance and appreciate music and party, which is through this whole sober rave culture, the conscious clubbing culture, which has also grown really big now. A lot of people are going out to conscious raves rather than the more hedonistic raves. And actually, less and less of the youth are drinking things like alcohol. But there's this type of music that I really love called Afro House. I've been following for the last 10 years. And there's this one DJ who's the very famous DJ called Black Coffee. Some of you may have heard of him. And just yesterday, not yesterday, before yesterday, these two people came to my house with my music manager. One of them is one of the biggest Afro House DJs called Thimba, who I've co-created this music called Sorafe. You can also hear on the app. And we've got a journey on the app you can check out as well. It's the journey into transformation, because Sorafe actually means transformation, right? It's a song of transformation. And the manager of Black Coffee, to experience SOMA Breath, they really wanted to do it. So we did it, and actually Thimba had a life-changing experience from it. But the manager of Black Coffee, she's quite involved with mental health, the causes like mental health for DJs, because it's a very intense lifestyle being a DJ. And she was really impressed by this. So my whole mission plan to get this crossover between our world and that world is actually working out, because the amount of people who listen to this kind of music is astonishing. Underground dance music is massive, and a lot of the kids are going out there, and some of them are adopting bad habits as a result of it. But the music's good and the partying is fun, but it's not sustainable for a lot of people, and it can be creating a bad culture. So that's why I've been trying to bridge the gap to get wellness into, and the importance of wellness into that world through the DJs. So happily say that this is all manifesting, it's happening. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a session, because Thimba gave me his number one track, his most famous one that made him quite big, as the music to use for a breathwork journey. He hasn't even done it yet, because the one session that we did, which was with Sorafe, was so powerful that he didn't want to do another one afterwards. So he didn't get to experience this. So you're all going to do it for the first time, okay? And this is now a bit more advanced, a bit more deeper version of the 6-minute one we just did, okay? And it's another form of neurosomatic programming for manifesting, okay? So bear with me. Get yourself ready. If you need to go to the toilet, have a quick toilet break. It's another short one, 16 minutes, but it's going to feel like you've gone on a real journey, just in that length of time. So yeah, if you need a quick break, have a break for 2 minutes. And I'll also give you a chance to also, if you have, think of questions that you want to ask. We'll do that after this. But it's a chance for me to just also explain, what you can do if you want to get involved with SOMA Breath. What are the options? So definitely download the SOMA Breath app. Okay, it's free, but there's also a paid membership. It's just $9.99 a month, which works out to like a couple of quid a week, right? It's $2 or less a week. It's hardly anything, and you get access to an entire library of content that's constantly being updated. But even the free session, the free app has amazing content. Even just the value of the free app is incredible, especially the free courses we have on there, like the Breathworks Challenge, that will teach you more about respiration than most doctors even get taught at medical school. So check that out. Then we have the 21-day awakening journey, which is my most treasured flagship program that has been creating incredible transformations in people, especially people who've been depressed, mental health issues, completely changed their life in 21 days. It's a very powerful course. It's quite intense, but is life changing. So if you're prepared to completely change your life and never be the same person again, right? Literally go from a PC to a Mac, a whole upgrade in every single way, then check out the 21-day awakening journey. We have a special offer going on for that too. And then you may want to become an instructor. So we are growing our whole community through our instructors who are going out there creating communities and becoming leaders and ambassadors of the light of breath. So maybe you want to join that community and become an instructor. So there'll be information for that as well. You can book a call and get a vision and flow call. The vision and flow call with our specialist SOMA Breath team is designed to help you to get clear on your vision, what it is you really want, right? And they show you our average perfect day process that we teach on that call, right? The value of that is, they could charge like $200 to $300 just for doing that session or more. But you get that free included. And then they'll see whether SOMA Breath as a career is in alignment with what your goals are, right? So that's the vision and flow call. You can book that call there. Okay. So yeah, let's do the session now, and then we can answer some questions after it and get some feedback. All right. So we're going to be going on for another half hour or so, and let's begin. So get ready, strap yourselves in. Just going to go deep. This is brand new, never been done before. Very powerful. I've just done it with myself, and it's pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I hope you like the music too. Produced by Thimba. Remixed by myself. All right, let's go.
Bring your awareness to the sound. Any sound that draws your awareness in this moment, right now. And the sound of my voice that shall be your guide on this journey to becoming limitless. Imagine that there's a movie playing in your mind right now. And on this movie, you can project an image of a world of your own creation. A limitless world where time, money are no objects. Where the limits are the boundaries of your own creative imagination. See what you'd see, feel what you'd feel, hear what you'd hear if you're living and breathing this moment right now, as though it's happening right now, where you are in a limitless world of your own creation. Imagine you are the world's greatest director of this movie right now. And start to see the scenes of the results of all the things that you would create in this limitless world. That's right, turn up the lights, the colors, the sounds, and step into this movie as though it's happening right now. Now imagine, with every breath you take in and out, as we get ready to breathe in a rhythm, you are charging yourself up with the light of a limitless potential. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2. That's right. 3, 4. Out. 2, 3. Keep breathing. In. Keep connecting. 2, 3, Again, a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. And letting go. 2. With no pause between inhale and exhale. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. And letting go. 2. Making that conscious, connected, rhythmic breath. 3, 4. The rhythm and groove of the music. 3. That's right. 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. And imagine right now you're charging yourself up. 3, 4. With this light of a limitless potential. 4. Expanding to your ability. 4. To become truly creative. 3, 4. Limitless to your potential. 3, 4. That's right. 2. Charge it up right now. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. That's right, you're doing great. 3. Keep breathing, keep connecting. 2. Turn up the dial, those sensations. 2, 3. Breathe in. 4. The limitless light. 3, 4. Into every cell of your being right now. That's right. 2, 3, 4. Now take a deep breath in. And breathe all the air out. That's right. And hold your breath after full exhalation. As life is just a series of inhales and exhales. As you press pause on your breath, you press pause on life in this moment, allowing the thought files to reassemble, clearing the clutter of the unconscious mind. You have 60 seconds remaining in this breath retention phase. If you get an urge to breathe, you can breathe in, breathe out, and hold your breath and continue holding. But if you feel a big strong urge to breathe, just come back to normal breathing. That's right. No force, no strain. Imagine right now a light of pure limitless potential is shining through the top of your head right now, connecting you to the earth, creating an orbit, a circuit of the light. You have 20 seconds remaining in this breath retention phase. And notice you're filling yourself up with this light, becoming one with its limitless power. And now, when you feel you cannot hold your breath any longer, take a deep breath all the way in and send the energy up. Contract up the sphincter muscles, pull up the energy up, up and up, like a spiral of electric light up through the midbrain, illuminating you to your higher power. That's right, send the energy up, send it up. And now, hold your breath until instructed and witness the light. Now, let go of the tone. Let's get ready for round 2 as we get ready to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 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 In. 2, 3, 4. Out. That's right. 3. Keep breathing. 4. Keep connecting. In. Charge yourself up with the limitless light 4. of pure positive potential. 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. And letting go. That's right. 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. And letting go. That's right. 3, 4. Keep breathing. Keep connecting. Charge it up. 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3. And now, take a deep breath all the way in. Send the energy up. And breathe all the air out. That's right. And hold your breath after full exhalation. Because you are amazing. Miracles of light. You already have everything you need to receive deep within your heart, soul, and mind. You are a creative genius with a limitless potential to create the world in your image. Allow it to awaken right now. You have 60 seconds remaining in this breath retention phase. And again, when you feel that first big urge to breathe, you can take a sip in and breathe out and hold your breath after full exhalation, going deeper and deeper within your own mind. And then, when you feel a strong urge to breathe, override that first urge to breathe. Go slightly beyond the comfort zone. But then, when you cannot possibly hold your breath any longer, take that deep breath all the way in and send the energy up like a spiral of electric light up and up and up into the midbrain, illuminating you to a higher power. Witness the limitless light of your full creative potential awakening right now. You have 20 seconds left in this breath retention phase. Now, let go with the tone. Coming back to normal breathing. Bring your awareness to the body, noticing any changes and any ideas, thoughts, visions that come to you in this moment. Pay attention, as they are important. They come from a higher space. And notice when I say the word limitless, there's a color that comes to your mind of a light of limitless potential. See that color right now. Become the channel of that light. And know that you can step into its power just by closing your eyes, witnessing the light, becoming a channel, breathing that light into every cell of your being. That's right. So, as you come back to normal breathing, know that as you leave this experience today, you shall do so with a new sense of positive energy, connected to a light of a higher power. Power to become creative, to step into the most potent and bold creative potential. Use it to make this world a better place. Much love and positive energy. Peace.
That's right. So slowly coming back round into the present moment. Bringing your awareness back into the body. So count of 3, coming back into the body, into the present moment. 2, open your eyes. 1, fully present, alert, and back in this sacred space. So, love to get your feedback on this one. I cried. That was amazing. I feel aligned, Anna says. So this is, I'm dripping with sweat. Wow, that was amazing. So thank you to do this with you in person. Ecstatic, that was deep. See, this is the thing with SOMA Breath. We have expanded now. First, it was just me doing all the music. Then we had the best instrumentalists in our world, like Hernan Suarez, Orlando on the saxophone. We had this co-creation of incredible musicians. And now we have the top DJs in the world collaborating with me. We have Satori, Thimba, we've got more down the horizon coming. Yeah, super deep, right? So this song was produced by Thimba. I just remixed it into a breathwork journey. He gave it to me because he loved the one I did with Sorafei. So you can check out the one with the track I made with him on the app. There's a whole breathwork journey with that. But this is his #1 track. It's the one that made him famous, and he just gifted it to me and said, put this on the app. So there we go. It's really cool. Yes. So we have all these different ways now you can change your state in a natural way and get high, happy, healthy just with your breath. And this is going to help you. If you start doing this on the first moment of the day when you wake up, create a morning routine, all right, empty stomach. It's going to set you up for the day, and then you can use other tracks of the app to, enhance your day, stay in balance. And you can also use the more powerful breath journeys that we have from instructors on the app and our courses, like 21 days. These are the deeper ones. We can't put the most powerful ones on the app because it wouldn't be responsible, but our instructors facilitate them, and they're the best things to do in person as a group or one-on-one with an instructor. So this is your way to go very deep. And then with that, it's like doing a psychedelic journey without substances, and you can use this for meaning, purpose, clarity, visioning, manifesting ceremonies. All right. So we have a bit of everything, right, in SOMA Breath. But with the main thing about SOMA Breath is the music with structured breathwork practices that's scientifically proven to help improve your life. All right. So got like a few more minutes left. I'm just going to open it up for anyone who has any feedback, if they want to share anything live, if they have any questions about anything that we've talked about, feel free. So it's over to you now. If anyone wants to speak live.
You can just click the icon of the hand icon, and I will be able to see you and pin you with Niraj if you want to make any questions about also mental health, right? The how this can really help to your. Okay,
and
we
if
have
you
something
have,
here.
Yeah, and if
Yep.
you have any like incredible stories of transformation with SOMA Breath, we love to hear those too. So just to give people hope, because I told you, hope is what I used to listen to was success stories from other people. I just to find as many as I could, and that gave me hope because I realized that if they can do it, I can do it. So, okay, let's start. Karin, I don't know how we pronounce that. Bowman.
Sure you do. It's Karina Niraj, you
Karina.
know.
Nice. Yeah.
I
Just the way
just
it's
love you.
spelled.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I just love you. That this last piece was so amazing that I couldn't even do the breath work sitting or lying down. I had to be up and moving and dancing with it at the same time.
Yeah.
It just took me to a whole nother level so quickly. And of course, perfect timing, always divine timing, because I am absolutely going through a metamorphosis, and the SOMA work supports all of that. And this was definitely more than just powerful. So I want to thank you with all my heart from this. And yeah, there actually aren't that many words that go with it. So, but I just
Wow.
want to send love and appreciation and beyond magical.
Wow. Appreciate that. Thank you so much
So
for sharing.
thank you.
Very
Thank
cool.
you, darling.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very,
Thank you.
very powerful way to change your state. Cool. All right.
Okay, so we have
Thank
Cloud.
you.
Is it for Claudia, like me?
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Ah, it's
Yeah.
Cloud. Yes, it's
Yeah, it's
Cloud.
Cloud.
Hi.
Yeah, it's Claudio. It's the male form. So, Niraj, thank you so much for this experience. I love Soma Breath, and actually, this is my first workshop that I did some breath work with you live, and it was amazing.
Cool.
Some days ago, I had a meditation in which I visualized my higher self, and it wasn't in such a good situation. I mean, it's a strange period of my life, and I'm just not aligned with my not standards, the things you presented at the beginning, the needs we have. And I just discovered this in this call, and after the breath work, I could see my higher self again in a better position and with more energy, and it was so amazing. So thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm
Awesome.
looking forward to enroll in SOMA Breath to become a facilitator because I want to do this in Romania. I'm from Romania, and
Nice.
my girlfriend is a facilitator for sound healing, and
Nice.
we want to do this together. Yeah, so SOMA Breath
Yes.
is the next step for my career, let's say.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
thank
Well, welcome to the team.
Yes,
That'll be
welcome to
great.
the tribe. Wow, amazing. Thank you for your words. And we have here, well, we've been with this amazing woman a lot of time right now, and I think that her voice is just something to melt. So, Diane, are you there to talk? Diane, yes. Hello, darling. We cannot hear you very clearly,
Wow, the one
but
time.
yeah,
Mic's not
the
working.
one time. We just love you a lot, Diana. Thank
We
you for
love
being
Diana.
here
Thank you
again.
so
We
much.
love you. Yes. Okay, someone else. We have just a few minutes because we have another session in 15 minutes in the app. So, and we only have 5 minutes for more questions if you want to be. And with Niraj, please just raise your hands or give me a sign like this so I can help. I can see you if you want to be here. And just remember that this is this can be magic, but if you really are willing to make that happen, you need to train, you need to make this your priority. You're the only one who are responsible for your mindset and your mind health, right? We are just here to, share with you as a vessel of this amazing technique. And for me, at least, it was a life change forever in my mind health and my body and my soul. So yes, I think we don't have any more questions. So
There's
there's a
some
question
questions
here.
coming. There's a few
Yeah.
questions coming. So Jennifer Jensen asks, I don't feel all that different, a little more relaxed perhaps, but I felt very still and peaceful during the session. Might I notice shifts throughout my day? Yes. So that's a good question. So who else didn't feel that different? Maybe a little bit more relaxed or just a little change? You can relate to what Jennifer was saying. Because it's true, it doesn't always have an effect on everybody, and also it depends on how present you are. So here's the thing. For any of this stuff to work, you have to kind of get lost in the experience. You have to get in a flow state whilst doing it. If your mind is on other things, or if you're judging and analyzing what you're doing too much, it takes you out of that state that you want to get into. So that's one of the things that can be a block. But yeah, the shifts can start happening later on afterwards. And with a bit more practice, when you hold your breath for long enough, you could also measure how long you're holding your breath. If it's like less than 60 seconds, you need to practice a bit harder. Because when you get to 60 to 90 seconds breath hold times, after the exhales, when the real magic starts to awaken in the technique. All right. And you'll feel it. You feel this warmth, this energy rush as you hold your breath that long. All right. And then somebody wrote, what guidance do you have for us when we hold back from hitting that pure bliss state? So yeah, this is a common thing as well. So where people start to feel that bliss awakening and then hold back because of fear. Because this is the thing. When you hold your breath for that long, you're tricking your brain into thinking you're dying. Okay? So it can be scary consciously to hold your breath that long, but also your body can react and get you out of holding your breath sooner than you actually need to. But with practice, that gets easier and easier. Okay, so the guidance would be to do it gradually, do it more often, and just practice letting go and surrendering to the breath hold. And then you'll find you'll get into that bliss state very, very gently and gradually. You don't want to force yourself into it. So that comes with practice. Okay, Carol asks, where do we attend live? Well, we do a lot of live classes online, but instructors do them all over the world in various cities and locations. So have a look on our website for live instructor classes and maybe you'll find one near you. Cool. I think, wow, this is a good feedback. Thanks a lot. I needed this. It's hard to put into words, but all tension in my body faded. I felt an altered electrical energy. And then Eva says, I don't feel that different, but I was also a bit fearful, maybe holding back. Can this be dangerous in any way to one's body? No, this isn't. It's perfectly safe. We've done it with thousands of people now, hundreds of thousands of people, and we've never had a problem. Just do it gradually and softly, and know that you can't hold your breath longer than where you start to cause damage. Your body just makes you breathe again way sooner than any problem that you might cause. How to handle this fear? Practice, mindset, working on the practice and mindset. It comes with practice. The last piece is going to be on the app over the next few weeks, or probably next month. What are the costs and training programs like? That was a direct message. I'll just book a call. They'll go through all the various options we have. All right, we have various ways. We try and help people to become instructors if they're struggling with finances. Try and make the whole thing affordable. So just keep practicing, yes, in smaller increments, either us. And yes, SOMA Breath helps physical healing too. We have the whole science of all of this inside this Breathworks challenge on the SOMA Breath app. Go to that 5-day challenge. If you're somebody who can't watch videos and finds that challenging, or you can use YouTube. We have YouTube videos, but if somebody cannot handle watching videos, and I know some people, they prefer just to talk to a human, just find an instructor, speak to them. They know everything about the breath, okay, that we teach in the videos. Okay. Great. I think we're at the end.
We're ready, yes. And for everyone here who is struggling, just remember to be patient, to be compassionate about your journey, and don't compare with anyone else healing. You are unique, and you're in a unique, path. So it will take more time for some people, but the beauty about breath work and the beauty about SOMA Breath as well is that you have so many vibrations coming into this healing that you will feel something very fast. Actually, it's something that I love about it. It's just like it's in seconds of your connecting with your breath, you will start feeling a lot of different senses in your body, especially. And that is why we call it SOMA. We cannot do this without the body. But at the same time, of course, everyone will have a different journey. So just be patient, compassionate, love to yourself. You will get there. You just need practice. You need an instructor to help you. Remember that you don't need to do this alone. You have this community. Community is the cure. We always say that here. So again, like Niraj said, just download the app or find an instructor near your home or online. We do a lot of things online. We have training retreats coming in. Geneva is the next one, and then in Denver in the US, and October in Ibiza with Niraj. But again, you just have the tribe, and you can just connect us anytime you need help. And of course, we will be there to support you. Yes. So I think we are okay because my session is in 10 minutes and I need to prepare myself because I have to be in the app in 10 minutes. So, okay, I'm not yet to call myself. I cannot do that yet. But yeah, I will be in the app in 10 minutes with a beautiful journey to feel the flow and the awareness with your breath. Also, if you are in the app, you will have that opportunity to be live with instructors every single week. 3 times a week, you have live instructors. Like there's no app with that. No anywhere. So again, the app is a gold, diamond things to have with only $10 a month, which is crazy. And again, thank you, Niraj, for this amazing session. Tomorrow, Niraj will rock it in London. I know there's a bunch of Swamis going there to support you, and I cannot wait the fun that they're going to have. I will be sending my vibe from Barcelona. I'm super near, but I cannot go this time. So thank you again, community, for being with us today. Much love to everyone. Please just put your mind in your hands and breathe to have awareness of your health and become peace to everyone, sending love to everyone. Here's to Niraj and a bunch of energy for a successful event tomorrow. And
Yeah.
we will see you soon. I will see everyone in the app in 9 minutes.
See you,
Much
everyone.
love,
Much love.
everyone.